everyone, and welcome to another week of Freedom Friday, where I give you tips to help you free yourself and live your dreams. So, this is a continuation from last time. We talked about what an empath is and what a highly sensitive person is and the similarities between the two. So now I have the 10 signs to knowing that you are an empath or a highly sensitive person. I've kind of mixed the two. They slightly differ, but I really think that through a lot more research that they could probably find that they're the same exact thing, really. So what I've done is kind of do a little hybrid of the sort of the signs of being an empath and a highly sensitive person. And if any of these, or most of these, or all of these resonate with you, then you are probably an empath. And then you should probably continue to watch the next coming weeks because I'm going to help you with some really awesome tips. And if it's as revolutionary as for you as it was for me when I discovered that I was an empath, then congratulations. So here we go. These are in absolutely no particular order. But here we go. 10 signs that you may be an empath or highly sensitive person. Number 1, you feel what other people feel. Do you feel the emotional energy of what other people feel as your own? So if someone is sad, you're feeling sadness as if you're feeling it. Not just having regular empathy, but really feeling that emotion as if it's your own. Number 2, when you go into public places, do you get really overwhelmed? What would happen with me is I actually get dizzy spells a lot when I go in public. And I would always have to be like, for me, I used to be a smoker. I'm no longer a smoker, but I still, if I go to a bar or something, I still hang out outside with the smokers because I just need to be like out of the craziness. All right. So number 3, do you have trouble watching violent movies or the news? I have not watched the news since, I think 9/11 is when I stopped watching the news because it was just so violent and I couldn't, you have so much empathy for all these people, and it's not just regular empathy. I mean, you are feeling what these people are feeling. I mean, I'm sure physically you're not exactly feeling what they were feeling, but it's just, you feel it so intensely, so it's really difficult to watch things like that because the empathy is like completely intensified. Alrighty. Number 4, you are a truth seer. Do you see when people are lying or not necessarily telling the truth? Or maybe they're just telling half the truth and you can kind of see right through them? Have you really always had this innate ability to be able to see right through people? Well, you may be an empath. All right, the next one. Other people open up to you. You will have strangers. Do you have strangers coming up to you, just telling you your whole life story? Telling them their whole life story. Empaths are we're natural healers. So people just tend to feel comfortable and really are okay with like opening up and dumping all of their crap on empaths. The next one, number 6. You may be sensitive to sound and your environment. A lot of times you can feel the energy of a room. You can hear things that some other people may not be able to hear. It can be super overwhelming when you're around clutter. That can be really, really overwhelming. Or if you go into a store that's got too many colors all over the place, or it's not quite organized, and that can be super overwhelming for you. The next one is you like solitude. It's nice to be alone and not have to be around all the craziness. You find peace in being alone. I am an entrepreneur. I'm self-employed. A lot of empaths choose to be self-employed or have to work in a job where they're have a lot of solitude, or they're really closed off from people because it just gets to be a little bit too much. All right, next one, number 8. Are you prone to depression, anxiety, or addiction? A lot of people that are empaths and don't know it, and picking up, or highly sensitive people, and picking up on all this energy, and it's so overwhelming, and they don't know how to get rid of it, and they don't know these special techniques. It can cause a real spiral of depression and anxiety, and you can start to go into these addictions to try to escape it. All right, number 9, you can feel the physical pain of someone else. Now, I've expressed to you guys last time in the video, I don't know if it's that I'm just not quite in tune to this, that I may be picking up on other people's physical pain, but I don't necessarily feel the physical pain that other people feel. I feel everything else, but this is one that doesn't resonate with me. But my mother actually told me that her father had an incident where she was hit by a car, and he was like limping down the road feeling the same physical pain that she was feeling. So a lot of people feel this. All right, and number 10. Do you get physical symptoms that doctors can't quite explain? This is a big one for me, and this may be me picking up on other people's physical energy. I just haven't really attuned to that quite yet. I haven't really worked on that skill, I guess, enough. I'm really working on the emotional part of it. But I talked about earlier, I get so many dizzy spells all the time when I'm in public places, even when I'm home. Since I was a young teenager, like just turned teenager, I would pass out and get these crazy dizzy spells. Still to this day, I have seen tons of doctors. I have had so much blood work and tests done, and stress tests and brain tests, and I have done so much, and I still continue to do this, and nobody can figure out what's wrong with me. I am in absolute perfect health. My test results for all my blood results are like better than normal people, and for some reason I have these physical issues. So that's another thing. Number 10 is, do you have a lot of unexplained physical problems? So there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are 10, and that's not the end-all be-all either. There are many other things that you can look up. There are some empath experts, I guess you could call. One is Dr. Michael R. Smith. I joined his newsletter like last year sometime, and he's a little bit more on like the woo-woo side. If you're more on the like you need like real solid hard proof, and the highly sensitive person thing that's been recognized by the medical field is more your route, then you can look into Elaine Aron, and I think it's just like hsp.com, or just look up highly sensitive person, you'll find her website. The other one, like I said, again, is Dr. Michael R. Smith, who is an empath and will teach you all about being an empath. And he has the Empath Academy if you really want to dig deep into this. But next time, I will give you a few tips on how to protect your own energy, how to sort of differentiate, or how I've been able to differentiate other people's energies from my own and know which is which, and how to kind of like ground yourself and keep yourself protected and clear yourself of other people's energies. So that'll be next time. I hope that this one helped you. Again, share this with anyone that you think maybe is going through depression, and this could really, like it was revolutionary for me, be revolutionary for them. And if it has been for you, again, congratulations, because this is an incredible discovery that a lot of the Western society doctors are not really looking into very much, and it was a lifesaver for me, and I hope it helps you. Please join the inspiration conversation on diaryawaken.com. Tell me, now that we know the 10 signs to being an empath or a highly sensitive person, are you an empath or a highly sensitive person? I'm dying to know, because I would love to connect with you and Tell me all about the issues that you have with picking up on people's energies and all the other things. There's a lot, if you have relationship or some relationship problems, I really encourage you to look into. Maybe I'll even do a video about being an empath in a relationship, because it's very difficult. I've actually been in relationships with other empaths, and that's even more difficult sometimes. Sometimes you guys will get in fights and you don't even know why you're getting in fights, and you're picking up on energy from other things, and it's all sorts of craziness. So maybe I'll do a video in the future about being in a relationship as an empath. So there it is. I hope that this video helped you a ton. Please share it with anyone you think it would resonate with, and I will see you guys next time.